Spirit provided something for you that even seemed like a miracle, or like, how did that even just happen? Hi, Leo. Thanks for being here. We're going to do a collective reading on the Leo energy. So always remember to use your own discernment and intuition with my readings. You know what's for you and you know what's not, so always trust yourself. This is a collective reading, so only take what resonates and leave the rest. I did get a few things before doing this Leo reading. When I was getting ready to start filming, I felt very nauseous. I don't know if that's something that, it feels like it's with this energy. I felt nauseous and kind of like, just like off a little bit. When I got in and started setting everything up, it's a strange energy. And the first images that I got was a bar room. Like, it looked like a bar. That's the best way I can explain it. And then I saw a dashboard of a car. So with me seeing that, I would say, you know, no drinking and driving. You shouldn't already do that, but really, if that's coming up, don't do that, or don't let anybody else do that. The other thing that I got from that is being, it's like driving and not in, being under the influence of something. And it could be like something like alcohol or something like that, but it also could be like under the influence of anger or sadness or something in that nature. And by driving, I mean like just living life. You could be like moving in this energy of anger or sadness, or under the influence, or something like that. Another thing that happened as I was starting this reading was my hand, my left hand started aching at my wrist. And from my knowledge, the left hand has to do with like receiving. So there could be something there. The first thing that pops into my mind is like receiving help or support. There could be either a need to do that, or that is happening, that you're having support, or some kind of help come in that is being received. The numbers that I got were 11. And then I got 1 with my dice, and then I got 1. So that could be a significant number. I got 44, 66, 5, and 22, and then 8. 8 is the strength card, also a Leo card. There could be a call to have some strength here. To follow your intuition, or to follow your guts, I'm getting. So if something comes in that you shouldn't go somewhere, or you should go somewhere, or something like that, I would follow that intuition. With the ones, I'm feeling guidance and alignment here. Again, we go back to that intuition, like gut feelings. You may be given that to guide you in a situation. 44 is a foundational number, and a very much earthly number, which brings me to like something happening here, materialistic realm energy of foundation. Also with the 66, it could connect to like family. 22 looks at relationships, and 5 looks at changes. So there could be something here going on within that energy of following your intuition and your signs or whatever you may be getting with guidance within a situation of change for a foundational I'm getting foundational new beginning, but that wasn't what I was thinking before, so that may be something. So let's go ahead and get into the cards and we can kind of see what's going on. What can we say for the Leo energy? What can we say for the Leo energy? What are the best messages for the Leo collective energy? We have the Empress. That is also a 3 card, so that comes up with that 111 again. Earth Mother, that again brings in that 44, something here on the physical. Empress is about receiving too. Empress is a big receiving energy. Seeker of fossils. So that would be the Knight of Pentacles. You're moving towards something. And again, we're looking at a lot of earth energy. You're moving towards something, could be slowly. Eight of Pentacles. You're moving towards some kind of work in some sort. And we have the Eight of Pentacles here. You could be planning or have been working on something. Again, this is all earth energy. And I will say this, I feel spacey in a way. So even tired, kind of. I don't know if this is an energy that I'm picking up on or if it's just tapping into the Leo energy that's doing this. Eight of Branches. So we have 8-8 here. The Eight of Branches, that's the Eight of Wands. That's something coming in. And that's bringing me back to that intuitional gut feeling. You may receive it fast. You may receive some kind of message. It could be from like a person or it could be from spirit, but whatever it is, it kind of really triggers some kind of intuitional direction. What else can I say here? Tell me more about the Eight of Branches, the Eight of Wands. That's a fast-moving message. So things could be moving really slow and then speed up really quickly with a message. Okay, so there could be an emotional message. We have the Ace of Cups, the Page of Cups, and then the Three of Cups. And then we have the Six of Wands. There could be some kind of celebration that is it's emotional in some way, and I'm even getting a wedding. There could be a wedding of some sort that you go to, because with the or it could be there's some kind of celebration and achievement being celebrated. But I have the Four of Branches here, which is the Four of Wands. That is a coming together of celebration card, which gave me the wedding. There could be, and with all the cups, that shows some kind of emotional relationship. So that could be just confirmation for somebody if you're going to a wedding or some kind of celebration of a relationship. That could be for you. All right. What can I say for the Leo energy for love? What can I say for the Leo energy of love? Okay, so we have the Eight of Winter. And this says, you have what it takes. If only you believe in yourself, thinking that you are powerless when you're not. A lack of self-confidence that keeps you from getting what you want. Okay. What are the love messages for Leo for the highest good of all? The Moon. So there could be somebody in your energy that you need to express your feelings to. Powerful, intuitive epiphanies, letting go of worry and fear, understanding the truth of a situation. So you actually may be telling somebody how you feel within your energy. And I could see this being for a new relationship or somebody who has been together for a long time, just like expressing the way you feel for somebody. The Five of Spring, opposing goals arising from differing opinions, feeling at odds with yourself or others, overly ambitious people. There could be some conflict within this expression of emotions, or that isn't received on either end. I'm not quite sure. Well, what's Leo's energy in this love message? Where's Leo's energy in this love message? And it could be a little bit of both. So I don't know. That's actually what I'm getting. Like, some are on. Yeah. Let's see what this is. The Hermit. So it feels more like the energy of Leo is more in the Hermit, not expressing yourself on your own journey. So I could see that in two different ways, especially with the Five of Spring. So it seems like there is a relationship here that there is two people who are expressing themselves, and it may be a little different and conflicty, but I don't see it like being a conflict where it's like anger, but it's more of like not on the same path, or not on the same, I'm getting wavelength, I don't know. So what happens with this? Is there a brand new beginning, a windfall of money, advice, or assistance from others, a successful project, a happy change in your career. So there could be something here, maybe even, and I think it could be staying in the relationship and finding this common ground, or it's like you totally change up your life and you're on like a new projection I'm getting of where you want to be, you know. So I think that could go either way. But But with that Ace of Autumn and talking about career, we're going to stay on that. I feel like that's spirit kind of moving us to that energy. So what can we say about career for the Leo energy? What can we say about the career or business, financials? What can we say? What's the best message for the Leo energy? Open your heart to love. You have two aces here. Open your heart to love the beginning of a new intimate relationship or the rebirth of a current one. That's what we were just talking about. Okay, so maybe Spirit doesn't want us leaving that. Okay, so it looks like there's going to be a new beginning within financials and a new beginning within relationships or love. And I feel like Spirit's putting these together. This is something that kind of is, well, I believe that it is connected anyway, but really in this reading, it's not separating it. It's very much connected. So I could say that somebody may be either works with their partner or is very connected within money with their partner. I don't see it. It doesn't feel like. It feels like it's very connected. We have the Eight of Summer, the desire for a more meaningful life, realizing that it's time to move on, choosing to make a major life change. So with all these new beginnings coming up, and I got the number 5 for the energy. There could be a big movement of energy towards these new beginnings. And which looks pretty good. And with the Empress and the Seeker of Fossils and the Eight of Fossils, that seems like you being in a receiving energy of these new things coming in. What else can I say here for the Leo energy? What can I say here for the Leo energy? Reveal. Something's going to be revealed to you, these new beginnings. What's going to be revealed? Can we have more? Work. Okay, so you know what? I feel like there may be some confidence, I want to say issues right now, because I feel like life isn't quite balanced. Like you might have some issues going on with finances and issues going on with relationships. And like I said before, it feels like it could be a lot of different directions for a lot of different people. So with staying on the collective energy line, it seems like that you will have these new beginnings that kind of change one part of it, but because that one part changes, it kind of changes everything. You know, what's coming to mind for an example is, you know, when you have a bad day at work and you come home and then it's like a bad day at home too because you're so stressed out from work. So it feels like that with the Ace of Cups and the Ace of Pentacles, like one may change and it's going to change it all. And it's going to be a new beginning, a new energy that you're in. Is there any other messages for the Leo energy? Any other messages for the Leo energy? Teamwork. Yeah, I think somebody might be working with their spouse or their partner or something. And it's going to be a teamwork effort. I could even get like starting own business vibes, which really grows the relationship too. So we have the teamwork card here. Protection. There's some kind of fear here. And isolation. So I feel like this is really the message of, let me just tell me more about the fear and isolation. Okay, so you are being protected to do whatever this teamwork is for you. But I feel like a lot of fear and isolation, maybe even a fear of working with other people. I could even feel some like trust issues, even control issues here with that. But then we got the perspective. So it's like your perspective changes on this. And what are we looking at with the perspective change? What do we look at with the perspective? What can we know about that? Can we know? Well, we might not be able to know that. Hold on one sec. It might be just too different for everyone that it's kind of hard to say. Can we know anything about the perspective? What perspective they may have? Centering, yeah. So it feels balanced. It feels like this Ace of Cups, Ace of Pentacles, new beginnings is a chance to center and balance these aspects of your life. And this feels very, like I said, earth energy, very in your life, physical changes. And I do also see the message, if you are having trouble receiving the help, like I said, I was talking about like control and trust, you are being called to, especially with my left hand, and it actually still is be able to receive that help, receive the guidance from spirit, receive the help from, you know, your partner or whoever may be around you that you're starting a business with or starting a new venture with. I may be talking to some people that have trouble receiving because of something in their energy. But this does look like it centers you. What else can I say here? Is there any closing messages for the Leo energy? Closing messages. Let's go. Go with this one. Is there any closing messages for the Leo energy? Closing messages. Is there any closing messages? We have the elements here. It says, remember to feel the warmth pulsing through her womb. You are a child of mother. True harmony awaits you. I mean, that brings me back to that centering card of feeling balanced. The Empress showed up. That is the card of a mother. I could be speaking to a mother. I could be speaking to someone who is has some energy with their mother. I'm also, especially with the control and the, like the trust factor, someone may have had to do a lot on their own, and this is why they are feeling reluctant to depend on anyone else. And so this is, remember to feel the warmth of yourself and know that you are protected. We had the protection card come out. You are guided. And this movement, these new beginnings are for true harmony. Is there any other messages to close the reading? Okay, let's see what we got here. Cures and remedy, the veil, and pumpkin. So we have some healing going on. Again, with what I got in the beginning, I would be careful of influences right now, you know, of substances or anything like that, because it feels like there's a spiritual, earthly healing going on, and it might be difficult, and you might want to turn to something else as far as like, and I'm not just talking about some substances, like I said, it's just moving in that energy of not being clear headed. Be aware of that, and because there is a healing going on here. The veil, it says it's quite possible your eyes have become the fog in which you dwell. A half-swallowed glimpse of all that you truly are or can be, that tears you and are ready for the storms to turn the skies inward. So again, that's that foggy, that not clear, yeah, so that's a not seeing clearly or not thinking clearly or whatever this may be. Please be aware of that. And we have the pumpkin with 30, uncaging the spirit within. And it says, within thou the fertile power you hold. To taste your buttery velvet upon tongue is a gift I shall cherish each day that comes. The pumpkin is seen as a protective, and the fertile power you hold. And again, with the Empress, there's a big power here, but that is going to have this new beautiful beginning. And move within the energy of being clear. Do not move in fog that you can't, you're not clear-headed for, or be aware of that. Is there any other closing messages for the Leo energy? We have the memory card and provide. Remember, and this is create. There's a big creative energy here with the Leo energy. So there's a memory that you can go back to of where Spirit provided something for you that even seemed like a miracle, or like, how did that even just happen kind of feeling I'm getting. And this is going to be personal for everybody, but remember that when just remember that Spirit is protecting you and guiding you through these new beginnings, through this uneven ground. Grow is on the bottom for this growth, and Spirit has provided for you before, so remember that and trust that Spirit will do it again. Well, Leo, I hope that this reading reaches you well. Thank you so much for being here. Always remember that you are loved and blessed, and we'll see you next time.